Alrighty, what's up, y'all? Dan here, and this is For Your Mental Health, the podcast that I have returned to. It's been a bit since my last episode. It's time to get back to it. I have a different setup here. As you can see, we got some of the stuff in the background looking pretty cool. I'm just chilling. I'm chilling right now. I'm ready to give you a bit of my perspective on mental health. For episode 23, we're going to talk about me becoming vegan, actually. Yeah, that's been a big step in my life. Going from eating meat for 35-ish years to getting rid of it, basically, and going into a plant-based diet. Why have I done this? Well, let's get into that, because one of the main reasons I did it was because of wrestling school. So, I am in professional wrestling school, as you might be aware of, and a lot of wrestlers these days are vegan. It helps to feel better, to have more energy, especially when you get older. It's kind of harder to get up to go to the gym or get up for practice. So a lot of wrestlers have turned to veganism to give them that extra edge. And for me, that has helped out tremendously. But you don't really have to be a wrestler or get into wrestling to enjoy the benefits of being vegan. I mean, it can help you have a clearer kind of mindset and give you more energy anyway, and help you better digest your food. For some people, that's a big issue. So, that's just everyday life stuff, not just wrestling, of course. It's been really interesting to talk to other people who are vegan and who have been vegan for a long time. I feel like my experiences have been very similar to a lot of people out there who have also turned to veganism and this type of diet. And it's cool to have that type of community around it as well, to have people that have also done it and have done it for a much longer period of time. So it's cool to be, one with that same community. I'm able to find a lot of plant-based alternatives to meat, which has helped tremendously in my constant practice of veganism. Going to Whole Foods, different kind of like more organic grocery stores, and finding soy-based products, wheat, gluten. Some people do gluten-free. I don't like to do a lot of wheat, but I can handle some of it. So for me, it's kind of a mix. Pea protein is another one, and jackfruit, actually. Jackfruit's one that has a consistency and texture that's very similar to meat that I found. So that one's worked out quite a lot as well. Even going to fast food restaurants, going to Taco Bell or Chipotle, Burger King, they've got the Impossible Whopper. There's a lot of different alternatives these days, even in something that is considered not great for you food, on the go kind of stuff, casual sort of meals, but you can find plant-based alternatives there as well. So that's been really helpful for me, because I do like to eat out. I can't always make stuff at home all the time, so it's nice to have those options just readily available if I'm on the road. But speaking of making things at home, I actually just made some vegan, gluten-free kind of like cookie-ish things. I don't know, I found some recipe online, and I just, was thinking, well, I got some stuff lying around, let me put it together. And I just needed some vanilla, some honey, which honey is kind of some people are against honey, some people are for it. For me, it comes down to I think what my budget is a lot of the times these days. Because if I had a lot more spending income, I would probably buy a lot more alternative things to what I normally eat. So there's alternatives to honey out there. There's alternatives to cheese out there that can be a little more expensive. So, I had honey just here from my pre-vegan days. And, I started out being sort of against eating honey just to see if I could do it. It's proven to be a bit more of a challenge than I was expecting, especially when my budget requires me to spend money on other things. So I used it. I used honey in my cookie brownie dish thing, and to each their own. Maybe you'll be for honey, maybe you'll be against it, who knows. But yeah, I used it in my recipe, and it turned out pretty good, actually. It was like a chocolatey cinnamon, there's apple butter in there too, and it was really delicious. And so part of being vegan is also being creative in the kitchen and making new recipes that I would not have thought of otherwise. So I really like the benefit of it as well. So how does this all correlate to mental health? I feel better about myself. As someone who's vegan, I feel like my body digests things better, and I just feel better throughout the day. Not as sluggish after lunch, for sure. And I feel this new sense of of relief, like a layer of filth has been peeled off my body, and I'm just like bursting forth with a new clean sort of energy, and it's a beautiful thing. It really is. It's definitely highlighted much of my day in a very positive light. I can talk to people about it. Like I said, the community of people around it, knowing that other wrestlers have gone vegan, and so I'm joining that group as well. So just to have more of the community around it and to feel like I'm doing something right as far as my career goes, really helps my outlook on the everyday, my mental health. I don't feel maybe as depressed or as anxious because I wonder if I gotta make sure I'm eating right. I gotta make sure that I'm looking good for shows. I'm looking big and looking cut, and being vegan certainly helps take away some of that anxiety for sure, because I know it's helping to put me where I need to be. Yeah, I would say the biggest struggles of being a vegan are not really wanting to go back to eating meat, although sometimes I do see chicken salad at work, and I'm like, I used to eat you all the time. Not anymore. I kind of have to check myself a little bit. There are other options. There's like this vegan chicken salad that is decent. But yeah, I would say the biggest obstacle has been just budgetary, because a lot of vegan options aren't super cheap, but they're the cheapest they've been ever. That makes it a lot easier than if I would have started 5 years ago, for sure. I have a lot of ways to get around, things that are too expensive, because there are fairly cheap options that I can eat pretty regularly, and it works out very well. So I really enjoy that part of being vegan, is I get to still eat things that kind of taste like meat, but aren't. So it's nice to have that flexibility in that way in my diet, no doubt. There you have it. Me being vegan has helped me out a lot, and if you're thinking about being vegan, or you are a vegan, post your comments below and let me know how that has affected you, or what you're thinking about going forward as far as your own diet, and if you want to try it out, what's holding you back, or what do you think the benefits could be. Any questions, we can have a discussion in the comments below and see where that takes us. But in the meantime, thank you so much for watching on YouTube or listening on various podcast channels like Spotify or iTunes. I really appreciate the support. I'm trying to grow my YouTube channel out to 1,000 subscribers. So, let people know this podcast is still going, and help me out if you can. I definitely appreciate the support, and would love to get more of it going forward. So thank you so much. And as always, follow your instincts, and peace out for now from the new setup with the whole thing in the background with the dinosaur and delay and clothes, and I don't know, it looks better than white wall. And LYF, of course, love yourself first. I love you guys so much. Mwah. See you next time. Peace out for now. Sure.